Now, better now. I can hear you. Um, how about now? Is it better now? Can you now? Can you hear me now? Merry Christmas. Just started watching your channel yesterday. Hey, thanks for joining and becoming aware. Yeah. So what's weird, and this might play a part. I had a hard time logging into Restream. I'm using Restream to stream to multiple places at one time, and so that it was really slow logging in. So that might be part of the issue. Just so you know. So what questions do you guys have? Do you have questions? Until we get some questions, I guess I'm just going to talk about what my goals and plans are for 2024 because we're at it. Great. I'm glad that it's fixed. Any questions that you have about starting your business, whether it's affiliate marketing or digital products, I would love to answer them. Anyway, simply put, my goal and my plans are to get better. And actually, I had made about a 20 or 30-minute video yesterday, just kind of elaborating on what my plan was. And the audio didn't record. So 2 days in a row where I'm having audio issues. And yeah, so I talked for a long time and didn't hear a word, didn't record a word. So that was kind of a waste. So Merry Christmas to everyone. Australia, awesome. So it's got to be pretty early in the morning in Australia. So yeah, so my goal, my plan, quite honestly, is to do more. It's also to streamline what I have been doing. For the last year or so. I've been spreading myself. What scheduler do you use? Do you know of a good one? For the last year or so, I've been spreading myself really thin, midday. Okay. And so what I plan on doing is becoming more efficient, streamlining what has been working, and just stop doing a lot of stuff, and just really growing the business. What scheduler do you use? What scheduler for what, brother? Do you know of a good free one? I have tons offline social media for my new published website. Are you talking about scheduling for social media or scheduling for blog? What do you mean? What would you say part-time side hustle to make realistically about $500 per day? That's always a really tough question for me, quite honestly, because it really all depends on your skill set. You could go out and build 5-page WordPress websites, but if you don't like building WordPress websites, like you hate the thought of getting on the internet and building out WordPress websites, that's not going to be a good suggestion for you. A very simple one, and I talk about this all the time, is simply just creating content about a skill that you already have or about knowledge that you already have. And we all have knowledge and experience. So to post on, I use a software called Restream.io to post on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. That's what I use. I also use Tailwind. I use Tailwind to post on Pinterest. Tailwind has a free version. I don't think Restream has a free version. So it really depends. But getting back to the question about $500 per day, that's always a tough question for me because it depends on your skill set. I think that everyone should create content. That's 2024, and I think everyone should be on camera doing it. Can you do it without showing your face? Yes, of course. It's more difficult to do it that way, especially in the time of AI. What's the cost per month of Restream? I don't know. I paid for a year, so I don't have to worry about it. Go to Restream.io, and they'll be able to tell you. But yeah, in the age of AI and everything's automated, to me, it's even more important to show up on camera because people want to buy from other people. In fact, you're here because you have seen one of my videos before and what I said resonated with you. Can you do it without showing your face? Yes, of course. It's just going to be harder to do. And there's already so many speed bumps along the way when it comes to being successful online. Why have another one if you don't have to? So let's see. Anyway, any other questions? But what I plan on doing is, again, just being more efficient, more streamlined with my content. I plan on actually going live every day for 365 days to see how that impacts my business. I plan on uploading more consistently on my second YouTube channel. And I plan on creating better content on my first YouTube channel. I plan on serving better because, quite honestly, one of the things I got deficient in 2023 was serving my target audience and serving my customer. And so you can always get better at that. And that'll be something that I plan on getting better at. But back to the question of $500 per day realistically, what's your skill? I uploaded a video a couple days ago where I showed you how there's a there's a lady who is making well over $500 per day just talking about Excel. And you could do that too. You could make very good money. It doesn't have to be Excel. It could be like, it could be a very popular software. For example, Salesforce. Like if you have foundational knowledge in Salesforce, you need to get started. If you have foundational knowledge in name something, that's all you need to get started. So, and you just create content about that thing. If you have knowledge and experience in, I don't know, name it, that's your thing, and you just create content about that thing. And if you do that consistently, you can essentially earn as much as you'd like. But I'm going to be different than 99% of the people that you come across. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take consistency. It's going to take persistence. It's going to take being frustrated. It's going to take overcoming obstacles. And a lot of people aren't willing to do that because overcoming obstacles consistently is hard. Every time you encounter something new, you have an option, either quit or overcome that obstacle. And most people, so what I would do is make a list of 5 hobbies that you genuinely enjoy. Make a list of 5 or 10 skills. Make a list of things that you do all day at work. And out of those 25 things, you should be able to find 5 or 6 things. And so that lady that has that Excel business where she's making very good money, she makes content about Excel. She sends people to a landing page to collect their name and their email because she knows they're interested in Excel. And then she created an Excel course. It's really that simple. Being successful online is literally identifying a problem. People have a problem doing pivot tables in Excel. She created content to solve that problem. But what often happens is once someone overcomes one problem, they encounter 10 or 20 more. And so she's created a course or program or mentorship to help solve it. If you can do that, you can be successful. That's all it takes. But most people, excuse me, aren't willing to show up every single day and overcome speed bumps. Now, in online business, there are speed bumps and there are roadblocks. Speed bumps are things that just slow you down. Roadblocks are things that you can't get past. So if we think about it, a speed bump is if you're driving in a business park, if you're driving on in a shopping mall or shopping center, the speed bumps are to slow you down so that you don't run people over, right? A roadblock is if there's a hurricane or a tornado that comes through your area and it downs trees and power lines and you can't proceed. Roadblocks make you turn around or stop wherever you're doing. In online business, a roadblock is I'm not getting the number of views that I want, or I can't figure out how to connect my email autoresponder to my landing page. That's a roadblock that people just need to figure out and get past. Excuse me, that's a speed bump people need to get past. A roadblock is like if you're using trademarked names and then you wonder why your account gets shut down. It's because you're essentially stealing someone else's name. Hey, Sean, how's it going? So anyway, to be successful online, you just need to identify a problem and then create a solution for it. That's all it is. And oftentimes, and here's the beauty of this. Most people think that the only successful online is to tell people how to make money online. And you have to realize that there are literally trillions of dollars being given out going back and forth across the internet, like Pong, just boop, boop, boop. And most of that is in not telling people how to make money online. Most of that is in boring everyday stuff, like how to get your dog to stop peeing in the house, how to, I don't know, I bought a Windows laptop so that I could go live on TikTok. For the life of me, I couldn't figure out how it would not let me download and run Windows Chrome. It has a stupid setting that's buried. And so I had to go to YouTube and I had to watch YouTube videos on how to get this resolved. That's identifying a problem and creating content to solve that problem. Now, some problems can be resolved by just a YouTube video. Other problems will need to be resolved in a greater way. For example, can you eat whatever versus training your dog to not bite other humans? So you can identify, there are, and again, the simplest way is to look at your hobbies, your skills, what you do all day at work, and what you love to talk about. I always go back to the fishing example. I don't know why, but because I can't fish. I've gone fishing like once in my life. But a great hobby is people that love to fish. Think about all the things that are required in going to fishing, going to fish. People are, they want to know where the best places to fish are in Wisconsin, the best places to catch sturgeon in Wisconsin, how to bass fish, how to fly fish. People are asking these questions. And so with that very simple question, there's a lot to it. You got to teach people how to bait the hook, how to, attract the fish, range finding, things like that. Very simple things, but that can be a very big business that leads to a lot of opportunity. Affiliate marketing, creating a digital product where you're helping people learn how to fish. You could create if you wanted to merge traveling and fishing together, you could create the 20 best places to fish in Wisconsin and sell that. Or you could give it away for a lead magnet. Tips on collecting on bass fishing. Again, I fished twice in my life, but it's one of those things that sticks out to me because there's a lot of opportunity in that space. What else? Oh, in one of my videos, I made a lot of content the last couple weeks. One of my videos, I talked about basketball is a hobby of mine. It's something that I genuinely enjoy to do. I play basketball 3 times a week. And so I could essentially create content teaching people about basketball. Okay. Thanks, Aware. I could create content teaching people about basketball. Now, someone might say, "Hey, Alston, you didn't play in the NBA," but you don't have to be an expert. You just have to create content that resonates with other people. You know what I mean? And so if I were to start over, and again, I think I did a video on this. If I were to start over, I'd create content about basketball. So growing up, I was a post player. So I would create videos about post moves. That's what my content would be about initially: offensive, defensive post moves. And then I would create a lead magnet with maybe it'd be like a mini course with 10 drills that every post player needs to know. And a person that wants to get better at basketball is going to want to get that thing, 10 post moves or 10 post moves. And so then the next step would be I could create a course, a mini course that I sell for, I don't know, $20, $27, teaching them teaching them how to dominate the post on offense. And so I would put together drills that they would do. I'd put out a workout regimen, and I would just record it at the gym. A very simple thing to do. And you don't have to be an expert. When you create something online, you just have to help someone get from point A to point B. That's all you have to do. And so all of my content, whether it's on TikTok or YouTube or on Facebook, would be talking about why people are struggling to make money or score in the post. And so if I were creating a course on this, I would teach people drills to do. I would, live drills against the air. So like 1-on-0 drills, like different training that they need to do, not just like lifting weights, different lower body exercises and training and skills like that. But, these are all just skills that we have lying around that we've attained through life. I essentially been playing basketball since I was 6 years old. And you have been doing something since you were a little kid that you have the knowledge, skills, and understanding to teach somebody else. So that's all it is. Do you guys have any other questions? Any other questions? And like I said, I don't anticipate a lot of people being on here tonight. But yeah, my goals simply to create more content, create better content, create more helpful content that solves problems. Can you be successful on Medium by selling affiliate products? I have not been successful doing that on Medium. First of all, I think that if you're going to create content on the internet, you should own your own space. And if you're using Medium, you do not own that platform. And so I think that's a problem. Now, the other thing that I want you guys to do going into 2024 is stop being cheap. And when I say stop being cheap, I don't mean you got to buy a course. I sell courses, I guess. But what I want you guys to do is go out, get your own domain name, get your own website, have your own base of operations, and send traffic to your own base of operations. You control that. And so you're able to monetize in multiple ways. For example, if you have your own website, you can place ads from Ezoic or Google right on your website. You can't do that with Medium. There's other policies and rules that you have to abide by on Medium. Go out, spend $3 a month, and get yourself a website and drive traffic to that website. But will it has high authority? The only way it has high authority is if you build it. You go out, figure out keywords that you can rank for, or create content on YouTube or TikTok and send traffic to your website. Use Pinterest to send traffic to your website. You'll get high authority. Everybody starts off, every website you've ever visited starts off with no authority whatsoever. And the only way they get authority is when they build authority. And they build authority by creating content. So don't skip steps in 2024. Go out, put in the work, get yourself a website at the very least. Get yourself a website, something you can call your own, and stop jumping from platform to platform. Austin, do you have any desire to Mark Cuban and mentor for questions like this? Maybe are you interested in more mentorship for maybe those ideas and personalities you think could fly? So yes and no. I would love to work with people one-on-one. And I probably will do some of that. It just has to be a good fit. Unfortunately, not all money is good money. And so in the past, I've taken on people that weren't a good fit, and it just becomes a waste of time. And so I want to be more careful. I want to be more careful with who I'm working with in 2024, because like there are people that will pay me. I lost connection. Can you guys still hear me? And then, you know, they don't show up to meetings, or they show up late and then still expect the full time. And that becomes frustrating for me. So yes, I do mentor people. I meet with people one-on-one. Yeah, no problem, Nick. I meet with people one-on-one, and it's one of those things where we meet every other week for a certain amount of time. And the other half of that is like, when I meet with people, I want to move fast. Like, I'll be honest with you, and I said this to somebody. I like to move incredibly fast. I don't worry about things that necessarily don't bring me money. Like if you look at my sales pages, some of my sales pages have grammatical errors. And that, you know what I mean? Like I want the people that I work with have to want to move fast and like do what I'm telling you to do so that you can be successful. Could you talk to some of us that might be interested? Yeah, I would talk to you. Yes, I would be happy to talk to you. Send me an email. Hello, whatever that is. How are you today? So anyway, yeah, I think anybody can be successful online. It's just, do you allow your speed bumps to become roadblocks? And I talked about roadblocks probably 10 minutes ago. Roadblocks essentially are like when you're trying to use trademarked copyrighted material as your own, i.e. like Disney. If you're trying to use Disney or Mickey Mouse's like ears, and then you wonder why you get shut down, that's a roadblock. However, a lot of people that I come in contact with view speed bumps as roadblocks. United Nations of Africa. For example, like if they can't get their logo to appear right, they'll spend 3 days looking at their logo. When your logo doesn't matter, your logo is not going to, when you're just getting started, your logo is not going to matter at all. It's not going to increase or decrease your buyers. No one's gonna say, "Hey, this logo is ugly. I'm never gonna buy from this person." Thank you. I know I can do this. I need help to get over a few points, but I know I can do it. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be willing to work with you. We'd have to talk first just to make sure you're a good fit. Like I said, I'm gonna do more things to protect my peace and protect my business in 2023, because I can only work with people that are as serious as I am when it comes to this. Like I feel like there's very few excuses that you can make to not build your business every single day. Quite frankly, if you are able to go to work and work for somebody else, you can build a business. You should be building business, but you can. Like, I know people say, "Hey, I'm too tired. I don't feel good. I'm sick," things of that nature. But those are kind of like excuses to not be successful. Hey, thanks for the like, Maddie. I appreciate it. Do you guys have any other questions? Nick, send me an email. I'll put my email in the chat box. If you are serious. Thank you. Okay, it did go. I thought it didn't go. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to be pushing out more content, better content. And the content is going to be more than just the standard stuff to get ranked and noticed on YouTube. A lot of it is going to be kind of like the videos that I was doing recently, where I was sitting in my car and just like talking for half an hour, like unedited. Merry Christmas, Nick. Unedited, unfiltered, real thoughts. That didn't show up on Facebook. Interesting. Real thoughts. Like, a lot of what I do on YouTube is simply just to get ranked and to be seen. One misconception a lot of people don't realize: well, you do more. I probably, be quite honestly, that I tried it stuff has lost its luster because so many people are doing it now, and it's not what it once was. Just joined. What do you recommend as a PT hustle? I can't decide what is the best route. So much out there. Barbara, I'm going to tell you, like I told, who asked the same question? Someone asked the same question, probably Aware asked the same question. It's impossible for me to know, Barbara, what is the best side hustle for you, because I could tell you, and I'm going to use the exact same example. I could tell you to go out and build 5-page WordPress websites, but then you say, "I don't like WordPress," and then my recommendation would be bad. What I recommend that you do and everybody else do is make a list of your skills, your hobbies, make a list of what you do all day at work, and find out of those things, find stuff that you enjoy to talk about. Like I said, Barbara, I uploaded a video probably 2 weeks ago at this point that talks about how a lady is making very good money simply talking about Excel. Whatever you do, I think you should be on camera. I don't care if you have a face for radio. I don't care if you don't like the way you look. I don't care if you have bedhead or, you didn't put on makeup today, whatever it is. All of those things are excuses that are standing in the way of your success. If you are not willing to be on camera, I will ask you, how are you willing to be successful on the internet? If you're not willing to be on camera, then I'm going to question if you're willing to do what it takes to be successful. Quite honestly. People will say, "Well, what about my accent?" Nobody cares about your accent except for you. There are 8 billion people in the world. Everybody has an accent. Here, I live in Wisconsin. People that live in Texas think I have an accent. Texas and Wisconsin are basically on opposite sides of the country, if you're not familiar with U.S. geography. So everybody has an accent to somebody. If you are letting things like how you sound stand in your way, how you look stand in your way, you got to ask yourself, are you really willing to do what it takes to be successful online? And if you're not, that's fine. Not a problem. But you can't say I tried to do everything I could, and then you say I don't want to be on camera. But anyway, I'm kind of going off path there. Barbara, I could recommend 20 things, but if you don't like to do those 20 or 30 things, you know, I think the question should be, what am I good at? What do I like to talk about? What do I do in my day job, and what skills do I have? Make a decision today. Today's Monday. Make a decision today and just get going. A lot of people that comment on my videos have been thinking about starting an online business for like 3 years. People that I want to work with are people like, hey, I started an online business. I just need direction. Like there's no point in sitting on the sidelines, because what's the worst that could happen? If you start something and nobody sees it, oh well. Barbara, does that answer your question? So find something that you enjoy to do or enjoy to talk about, that you already have skills, knowledge, and understanding in, and create content is what I would recommend. And be consistent. Upload content every single day. Upload multiple pieces of content every single day. Because in the very beginning, this is a job. Okay? You cannot get passive income until, hey, Merry Christmas to you too. You cannot earn passive income until you do the active income. And that's something that I want everybody to remember. Everybody talks about passive income, but you need to actively do something to get there. That's create content. If you're running paid ads, that's still creating content. If you're doing Amazon FBA, it's doing the research and buying products and testing them and sampling them. You will never get to passive income until you do the active income. That's something not a lot of people talk about, and even fewer people understand. You hear passive income, but you got to actively do something to get there. Okay? When you do that, you'll be better. You'll be different than 90% of the world. So I'm sure you've heard of the 80-20 rule, but in reality, when it comes to online business, it's like 90-10. 90% of the people don't do anything. 5% are inconsistent. And then the remaining 5%, 1 or 2 do very, very well, like 7, 8, 9, 10 figures. The others do moderately well, full-time income. But you've got to put in the work. I used to say, even the lottery ticket winner had to get out of bed. How can I turn my passion for gaming into a viable business? This is a really good question. So do you currently have a YouTube channel where you upload? Obviously, you have a YouTube channel, but this is actually a good question. Is it okay to start a business online just based on having a high interest in it? Yes. Yes, because you're high interest in it. You've probably done some research in it. You've probably learned things that you could teach other people. Let me bring up. Let me turn this off first. There we go. So you can also be successful without showing your face, right? It's going to be harder. I think that if you're not willing to show your face, I'm going to ask you, are you willing to do what it takes to be successful? What's preventing you from showing your face? What is it? And people will say, well, I don't want my family and friends to see. Well, if they don't want you to, who cares? They're not paying your bills. They don't have any input in what you're doing. Your family and friends aren't going to support you regardless. Let's see. How many subscribers do you have? You have 2 subscribers, right? PNX World. Is that you? One thing that I would like to do, oh, that hurts, is I would like to go back to doing channel audits. I used to do channel audits a long time ago. I've created a custom logo avatar that is my gaming channel. So, so our faceless content no viable. The it's more difficult to build a connection, an authentic connection with someone if you're not willing to show your face, unless you have super niche down content that not everyone else is doing. The problem is most people will do faceless content that is the exact same as everybody else. Everybody's doing Reddit videos. Everybody's doing faceless make money online videos. The one person that I can think of that really no big fits plays. The one person that really stands out to me that does faceless content is a guy named Audit the Audit. He like dives into police interactions. That stands out to me. Big hits. But if you're going to do the same content as everyone else, you're going to look and sound like everybody else, and you're going to blend in with everyone else. I recently joined an affiliate program on TubeBuddy. Any advice? Create content helping people start a YouTube channel and grow a YouTube channel. Plays. You have 4,000 subscribers, or are you only on Rumble? I'd recommend being everywhere. Let's see. So yeah, be on camera. Nobody cares what you look like. The thing people care about is if you can solve their problems. That's the only thing people care about. Okay? And by the time your family and friends see you and have an opinion of you being on camera and the content you create, you will be making money and you won't even care about what they have to say. Am I frozen again? Oh no, I'm not frozen. So faceless content, you can do faceless. You're just going to have a difficult time being successful. It's going to take longer. In fact, you might never get there because you are afraid to show your face. I recently joined. Okay, so yeah, with the TubeBuddy thing, create content showing people how to. There's a few ways that you can promote TubeBuddy. Create content showing people how to grow a YouTube channel, subscribe to a YouTube channel, build a YouTube channel. You can also attach it to something else. For example, let's say you are teaching people. Let's say you're teaching people how to make money online. You can promote TubeBuddy as a way for people to get more views on their social media. So you can attach it to something else. It's a tool that people need. Okay, so is mental health like building self-esteem? No niche down enough for faceless content. Why would I trust you with mental health if you can't even show your face? Ask yourself that. Honestly, ask yourself that. You're trying to help someone else with their mental health and self-esteem, but you're afraid to show your face. I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't watch that. Not at all. Fastest online business or strategies to make $500 weekly. What you can start up in a month, if any, in your opinion. Depends on your skills. What are you good at? What can you teach somebody? What do you have to offer the market? Everybody has a skill that they can offer the market. It's impossible to answer. These questions are impossible to answer because I don't know your skills. What skills do you have? I could tell you, if I wanted to, I could go make $3K tonight building out 5-page WordPress websites. Someone will comment and say, "Oh, I hate being, I hate WordPress." Okay, go be a copywriter. Oh, I don't like writing. Learn how to create YouTube thumbnails. There's a million ways to make $500 per week, but it has to be something that is based on your skills, your interest, your knowledge, or else it's not going to matter. Big Fit Studio. Let's try that. Are you playing Fortnite like everybody else? So you got 9 subscribers. Is that correct? All right, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge game review. So you uploaded a video 2 months ago. It looks like you uploaded 2 videos 2 months ago, 3 videos 3 months ago. I tell you, create more content. I tell you, go over to. I tell you to create content on TikTok and social media, because these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games are going to be nostalgic. You will generate a lot of interest for people in vintage video games. It looks like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Shredder's Revenge final episode. Is this okay, so this is the game. I'd also do keyword research. Are people searching for this? And I would say upload more. 5 videos in 3 months certainly isn't going to get it done. And you have to upload even if nobody's watching. That's another thing. A lot of people will say, well, nobody's watching my videos. You've got to upload consistently to get better at creating content. You've got to upload consistently to get better at creating videos and give people a reason to watch. Like I would be interested in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge game review, but not from someone that's uploading it consistently, that only has 5 videos in 3 months. So what do you think about content that show a face but not exactly your face? My question is really simple. What is it that you are afraid of showing your face? Why can't you show your face? You're going to show somebody else's face? Again, I would ask you, are you willing to do what it takes to be successful on the internet? And being successful on the internet requires you to show your face, to be on camera. Is there a step-by-step training that you know of, newbies how to create digital products? I believe I have. Actually, the challenge that I think, you know what, I have a YouTube video showing you how to create a digital product step by step, from like the niche all the way to like how to create it and then how to sell it. What about affiliate marketing? What about it, Barbara? Yes, the followers. Okay, I have been on Rumble more than YouTube. Okay. How long should videos be? They should be as long as they need to be to answer the question, solve the problem, and not a minute more. The thing that gets complicated with that is some people love to tell stories in their videos to help build a connection. But you should create content that is true to you. My videos, I don't tell, you guys know, I don't tell stories. I just get to the point, because I don't like to watch videos where people are telling stories. So you have to find a balance between videos that tell a story and getting to the point. In fact, I get a lot of comments saying, hey, thanks for getting to the point, and not prolonging whatever it is that I have to say. What keyword software would you use? So there's a few different. You could use TubeBuddy, as somebody suggested. You could use vidIQ. I am a huge fan of what's called the alphabet soup method. Excuse me. And alphabet soup basically just means you go over to the search bar in YouTube, and then you go through each letter of the alphabet. So you would type in like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, and then A, and then B, and then just go through the entire alphabet, and then write down what works, what shows up. Do you have a new editor for your videos? I think I've had him for a couple months now. I can make websites on WordPress and Shopify. I have proficiency in a lot of things, online business-wise, from helping others, and a history of creating videos. Is creating 5-page Word? Yeah, it's viable, because you have to think that people, he's asking, can creating 5-page WordPress websites viable? Yes, it's viable, because people that own small businesses, for example, like if they own a construction company, they're not experts in WordPress, nor do they really want to build out a WordPress website. They just want it done for them. And so if you can find those people then they'll pay you for it. So basically, you have to include your face, have a skill, and present in an interesting way. Yeah, that's creating content. I mean, in reality, you don't have to do any of this stuff. But know that if you don't show your face, it's going to take longer to be successful if it ever happens. Or you need to be talking about something that very few people are talking about, but find incredibly interesting. If you think that you're going to just hop on the internet and talk about the same thing as everyone else, you're going to fail. So have a skill. Yes, the only way to be successful on the internet is to solve other people's problems. Okay, that can include, let's say you're an entertainer, you're Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt solves a problem. He is an actor that makes you believe that you are watching a story, you're watching a video. He may even make you feel like you're a part of the story. If you are creating YouTube videos about Excel, you have to have the skill to solve a problem. And this is, if you're writing a blog post, you have to answer questions, solve a problem. So yes, you have to, I recommend being on camera. You have to have a skill and be interesting. Yeah. Everything I've done has been for help and pure interest, but I'm looking to switch to make money online. That's a good plan. Is Google Keyword Planner good? It can be. What are you using it for? If you are trying to get started for free, the best thing that I think you could do is Alphabet Soup Method. I don't personally like Google Keyword Planner. Ahrefs has a free alternative that you can use. You can try and use that as well. Any other questions? Any other question? For keyword research. Keyword research for YouTube, blog, for what? Hello, Alston. I joined your system membership, but I can't use the tools. I did something wrong. Hey, can you send me an email so that I can look into it, please? Quite honestly, I haven't checked my emails. I just checked them earlier today, but with Christmas and everyone being home, how much is Ahrefs? So Ahrefs has a free keyword tool, and then they have a I think it's $99. I pay $99 a month. How much is Ahrefs? So I enter that to rank on Google. Yeah, I personally have found more success with Ahrefs, whether it's the free one or the paid subscription, which you could use Google Keyword Planner. The tools don't really matter. It's how you use them, quite honestly. With Keyword Planner, Google Keyword Planner, you might only be finding general keywords, and so you might struggle to rank. It's really warm in here. Thanks. I know I went too fast into something. Yeah. When did you sign up? Any other questions? I'm hot. I bought this prop money. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is fake. It says on here fake. Where is it at? Oh, here it is. So this is fake, guys. It says right there, not legal tender for entertainment or something only. But are long tail keywords better? Yes. If you have no domain authority, 2 days before the challenge. Okay. Yes, long tail. If you have no, it's not necessarily long tail keywords are better. It's that keywords that don't have a lot of content written on them tend to be longer tail keywords. So you want to find keywords that don't have a lot of good search results or blog posts written about them. Those tend to be long tail keywords, but not necessarily. So the thought that long tail keywords are better, for example, like yeah, the fake money video. I'm gonna do more of them. That's why I bought it. So this is the fake. It says right there that it's fake. Actually, I went out and bought more fake money. I got to go grab it. And I might start all my videos. Merry Christmas, you. Hey, thanks, you too. Okay, upload more content, show my face, and keyword research. Anything else? Make your content available on as many platforms as possible. So if you are making long form videos on YouTube, cut them up and put them on TikTok and Instagram and LinkedIn, because not everybody is hanging out in one place. Some people hate YouTube. Some people love TikTok and will never go to YouTube. But if you want to increase your chances of being successful, you want to go where your target audience is hanging out. And oftentimes they're hanging out in multiple places. Yeah, so I think I've got about 20 grand more downstairs. Yeah. So, yeah. And you know what? That brings me to a thing. I'm going to be shifting my content strategy a little bit for 2024. A lot of my content is maybe not rigid, but it's like, very keyword focused, because it's kind of the person that I am. I'm very focused on, how do I explain it? I'm not sure how to explain it, but I'm going to be doing on the internet. I'm very focused and rigid. Off the internet, I think I'm very funny. So I'm going to be doing more videos that I think are funny, but are still about my topic and should resonate with my target audience. You really keep it real and are a real help. So many have bogus BS content, making it hard for people trying to succeed. And that's why I started creating content about making money online. And that was my why for a long time. My first blog, my first YouTube channel were actually about security cameras, the security camera guy. And in order to get to the point where I was making money with that blog and that YouTube channel, I had to sift through a lot of junk and a lot of crap. And I told myself, if I ever got to a point where I started creating content about how to make money online, thanks for the likes that are coming in, how to make money online, I would give you as much information as I had, like the true information, and I would try to not gatekeep anything. And that's probably actually cost me money. But what you'll notice, if you've watched enough YouTube videos like I have, people will give you a whole host of information, but they'll leave out a critical part. And that critical part usually is behind a paywall of some sort. And I told people, and I said, if I ever get into that realm, I want to tell everybody everything and give as much information as possible. And so, yeah, that was the point of it. Anyway, let's see. How long have I been on? Okay, 53 minutes. Any other questions? So back to the question about long tail keywords. So it really all depends on the long tail keywords. For example, like how to make money online with affiliate marketing and TikTok. That's a long tail keyword, but that's really competitive. Do you see what I mean? It's not so much long tail keywords. It's how often do you go live? I don't want to miss the next one. My intention is to go live daily. My intention has been to go live daily for weeks now. Yes, I watch a lot of YouTube, a lot of gatekeeping. I found your content and I've been only watching yours. I appreciate it. And so, yeah, the point was to thank you for all you're doing. I'll be in touch with you soon. Okay, cool. Send me a message. Yeah, keywords about that. So you want to find keywords that aren't competitive. A lot of people believe, hey, if I just go after long tail keywords, they're not going to be competitive. That's not always the case. Again, thanks for the likes that are coming in. If you have not liked this yet, be sure to like it. Follow, subscribe, share, do all of that good stuff. Let the algorithms know that this content is helpful. I also believe that because AI is getting so good, it's going to be even more important for people to show up on camera. Because the one thing that you can't fake yet is a real person. Yet. Now there may be a time where that changes, but there isn't really great AI out there that looks like a real person. Merry Christmas to you too, the escape room. Any other questions for me today? I'm surprised we got 19 people. I thought we were going to be at like 1 or 2. Just out of curiosity, what type of cash flow are you creating with 100,000 followers on YouTube? I actually uploaded a video a few months ago where I showed you how much I was making with my YouTube channel, just with the YouTube channel. That doesn't include any outside money. And it all really depends on the number of views. It depends on the views and your niche. Yeah, I did a video a few months ago. Any other questions for me today? I'm starting to overheat. I am also regretting taking that nap I took earlier today. I'm going to be up all night. All night. Any other questions before we wrap this thing up? So my TikTok videos aren't coming over. Do you believe in saturation? If you are like everyone else, there's saturation. If you take the exact same approach as everyone else, there is saturation. But if you create unique content that has a different angle and different position, I do not believe that there's saturation. I gained over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube this year alone. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if there was saturation. The sole reason why I was able to do that is because I created videos that were unlike everything else that was on YouTube. And now everyone is creating those videos that makes it hard for me to stand out. So now I need to pivot and think of a new way to stand out. The I Tried It series, the Gurus Are Lying to You mini series that I did, those were things that basically weren't done before I did them. And that those things allowed me to gain 100,000 subscribers. In fact, I'll tell you exactly how many subscribers I gained in 2023. I gained 103,000 subscribers. And right now I have 123,000. So before heading into 2023, I had about 20,000 subscribers. So in 1 year, I went from 20,000. How do you discover new ways to stand out? For me, for my niche, everybody's telling you that you can make a credit series at some point. Yeah. And that's why people resonate with it. Be honest, be transparent. If everybody is telling you to go left, there is a significant group of people that are already going right, and you have to get in front of those people. So find videos that are popular in your space and take a different position. The video that the first video that really did well with the I Tried It series has over almost a million over a million views. That one video, I might do a video on that. Over 1 million views. The original video, I think, only has 100,000. And so no, you don't have to start a new TikTok account. I wouldn't. Let people know the real you. So yeah, if everyone is telling you to go left, and in my instance, in my niche, I saw that all the views were going towards videos where people were saying you could make an exorbitant amount of money doing something like the first video. This video that I'm looking at right now has 1 million views. It was earned $7 every 60 seconds just by watching videos. There are, oh, it only has 62,000 views. There are lots of videos like that. And so I said, hey, what if I do something different than what everyone else is suggesting? That again, there are a lot of videos in this space where people are telling you that you can be really successful. Yeah, the original video, and I'm actually going to look this up. It's funny. The original video, my video did so much better than the original video that he actually changed his thumbnail. And yeah, so yes, you're right. 62,000 views. Yeah, and you know what I should do? It looks like he changed his title. I need to change my title too. But again, if everybody within your, I just got a video. It has wow, congratulations, 82,000 views. It's really good. Is Instagram a good lead traffic source? It can be, if you are consistent and you understand how the platform works. Yes, there are people that are very successful on Instagram, really successful. Didn't see, yeah, sometimes those videos come out of left field. In fact, with this I Tried It series, the videos didn't do very well in the very beginning. I woke up one day and like 2 of these videos were just doing insanely well. Because this video, it's 11 months old now. It wasn't my first I Tried It video. I'd done like 2 before that, and they didn't do great. They had a bunch of views. They didn't do great. And so, you know, I was consistent, just kept making the content because I thought it would be good to show the other side of it. So you're gonna have to be a little edgy. You're gonna have to be willing to piss some people off, because I'm sure the original content creator wasn't thrilled about it. And you're gonna have to kind of do this a few times. Like I said, the first I Tried It video maybe got a couple thousand, 10,000 views, 20,000 views, whatever. But you got to just keep working, keep doing it. So yeah, find videos, find content that a lot of people are talking about. Like on TikTok, everybody's telling you about all of these great side hustles. Beat the other side of it. In fact, I was making videos for a while where I was doing, I was stitching them, and I would say, this shit ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. And then I would explain why they weren't working. I think some people blocked me when I was doing that. Anyway, just keep uploading, keep going at it. It may not feel like it's working, but it is. Yeah, and actually, I had bought. I don't know. My kids asked me what it is, but I bought a button. It was a bullshit button, and I was going to watch a video and then press the bullshit button, and then explain why it was BS. I decided not to do that. But you know, that's the funny thing is that's kind of like my personality. You guys wouldn't know that, but that's kind of like my personality. And that the video where I showed the fake money over on TikTok, that's more of my personality. This video, it's fake. That's more of my personality, like the weird humor. I don't know what happened to that button. Yeah, I had a BS button. It's gone. Somebody stole my BS button. Anyway, funny stuff. Now I got a hunt. I actually had two of them. I had one upstairs and one downstairs. I know where the one is downstairs, but I don't know where the upstairs one is. But yeah, if you want to stand out, you're going to piss a few people off. You're going to do something different, and people are going to resonate with it. If you try and do the exact same content as everyone else, using the exact same formula, you're going to blend in and have to compete. That's kind of like the old adage, update on the lead gen secret. My credit card got compromised a few months ago, and so I switched accounts and I just never went back to my lead gen secret. I can tell you, for whatever reason, the leads are better than what they were before. Because I was in it years ago and I wasn't even making my money back. Oh, I was talking about this other thing. Competing on price. Things are a race to the bottom. Do you recommend it? No, I recommend that you learn proven tactics, because you don't know the problem that I have with my lead gen secret is you don't know where those leads are coming from. You don't know how many times they've been passed around, and you don't know the quality. You don't know how or why they opted in. That's my problem with my lead gen secret. They could have been promised a free car if they just signed up, and now you're getting that lead. You don't know how good that lead is. If you're going to spend money on leads, I recommend that you learn like Facebook ads or YouTube ads or Pinterest ads. So that way you are getting these leads in that you know more about, you have more control and more understanding, and that way it's more profitable. I can't find that button. Oh, there it is. It looks like the Batman logo, but yeah, no, I was going to watch TikTok videos and then press the button whenever they started lying. Do I have to blog because it scares me? I was never much of writing. No, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to blog. You could create an entire. One thing you could do is you could create YouTube videos and then have somebody transcribe them, create them into blog posts. You can do that. I heard the leads are coming from zip code targeting or something like that. So, I mean, that's not better. I mean, if you're targeting people in the poorest areas of the United States, they can't afford to buy anything from you. But just because they're zip code targeted, that doesn't mean anything. Again, they could be from the poorest parts of the United States, and they could be promised to enter to win a car if they enter their name and their email. Are they going to, do you think they would do that? Of course. And you don't know the back end system about how many times they're passed from person that's spending the money on my lead gen secret. You could be getting recycled leads that have been passed 30, 40, 50 times. If you're going to spend money on ads, that's basically what you're doing. Go out and learn Facebook ads, learn YouTube ads, learn Google ads. In fact, I did a video, and that reminds me. Let me see if this uploaded. Hopefully, my video that comes out tomorrow. 44 minutes. For some reason, my videos aren't being uploaded to Google Drive. The video that I'm trying to upload tomorrow shows you how someone watched a free YouTube video of mine about running Google ads and made $250 the first day. For whatever reason, why is bro this underrated? Thanks. For some reason, I have this problem once in a while where my videos aren't being uploaded to Google Drive. Anyway, Yeah, I don't remember what I was going to say. Yeah. Anyway, any other questions for me today? For long term, I should learn to blog all I hear on YouTube. Yeah, so I think there are two types of platforms. There's long form content and short form. Long form is like foundational content where people are searching stuff and they're looking for a solution. Short form is a platform that you can use to drive people to your long form. I think if you're blogging or you're doing long form videos like YouTube, that's fine. You don't necessarily have to blog if you don't want to. You can use places like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, LinkedIn, Twitter. You can even, I guess, long form on Twitter, on LinkedIn, but you can use those platforms and send traffic to your long form content. That's how I go about it and have been going about it since TikTok came out a few years ago. Any other questions for me today? So yeah, I think that's all I have. Yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, be sure to like, comment, follow, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. No, I will email you to fix my issue I made. I like all the information on Godwin system. Okay, cool. That's good to hear. All right, guys. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you potentially tomorrow.